So this is what we have. We start here, and when we play, it goes through and it ends. What I want to happen is I want the puzzle pieces to be here. And then remember the guide layer that we used? I guess I could, basically the guide layer that we used to align all the puzzle pieces, which was the layer that we locked. I'll just turn off some of these so you can see what I mean. The original thing that's underneath it is not a puzzle piece. So what I want to do is I'm going to unlock that, and I'm going to move it above all these other layers. And I'm going to get it right up to the top. Well, not to the top. You'll see why. So I'm going to put it right there. And now it is over those layers. And it looks like it needs to move a little bit. And that's close enough for what we're doing. So in essence, what I want is I want these puzzle pieces to come in. And then when they're done coming in, I want to hold on it for a second. And then I want this to fade in so that it's like there, right? So that it's like they all weld together. So I'm going to go ahead and come to this layer, which is my the shield. And I guess what I really need to do is I need to set in an opacity setting, which is T for opacity. And I'm going to hit the stopwatch, and then I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to come give it like 1 second to come in, and I'm going to hit the diamond next to opacity. So remember, I can navigate, because if you're just navigating using this from keyframe to keyframe, you can get a little off. So if I use these arrows, though, it goes directly to the previous keyframe. So there I'm going to put 0%. And so now there's going to be an animation where it fades in to 100%. Okay, so there's that. So let's take a look at that. So now that's all together. The next step is I want to fade from this to this. No, not this one. I'm sorry, this one, the Cadet Challenge, because that's what this was for. So I'm going to go ahead and position this Cadet Challenge, which is this one right here. That's why it was on the very top. And I'm going to go ahead and move it, try to align it. And actually, it looks like the scale is off. So I'm just going to make it slightly bigger. And as I recall, I don't think it is, I don't think it's, well, that's good. That's good right there. So now we're here. And so if I want this to come in on top of this, I'm going to go ahead and on this layer, I'm going to turn on the visibility, and I'm going to hit the T for opacity, and I'm going to hit the stopwatch, and then I'm going to move 1 more second, hit the diamond, then I'm going to use my arrow key to navigate back to that previous keyframe, and I'm going to set the opacity at 0. So now we should have an animation that looks like this. And now that I'm looking at it, I think it needs to hold on this a little longer. And the beauty of it is now that I have my keyframes here, all I have to do is select it and move it. And I can now move these up a little further. So let's see what this looks like. And actually, I've got it staggered a little bit so that this is showing up just a little bit before the other one is completely gone. I still feel like this one isn't holding long enough. Maybe because I had the visibility turned off. There we go. So there's that. And actually, I don't like that showing up like that. That works for me. So let's take one more last look at it. Actually, it doesn't work for me. And that's what I'm saying. You can keep adjusting it until it works the way you want it to work. One more time. Now we're holding on it, then that fades in. Now, one last thing that I want to show you is, especially since we only have, this is the end of our animation. Right now it's set at 8 seconds. So I'm going to say composition settings, and I'm going to change it to 10 seconds. So 2 more seconds should be good. So I'm going to say OK. And now to make this part show up, all I have to do is stretch this to the end. So now let's watch what happens. That fades out, that fades in, and then it's not there because I need to put in, so we got opacity here. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I need to move up. There we go. And technically, let's just say, for example, if these didn't line up, I could always shorten all of these puzzle pieces so that they disappear sooner. So I could, make them just not be there by moving it back, but I don't want to do that. Also, if you hold down the Shift key, it snaps to the others like that one. So one last time, let's look at it as an animation. And that's it. Holds on 10 seconds and then it's on a loop right now. So that's what we've got. So we did that just by adjusting the layers, the layer position, and T for opacity. So now we've adjusted rotation, size, position, and opacity. So you guys have got all that. And you can come up with some pretty cool stuff.